For this? Sorry, the reason why I'm sighing a lot is because I've been talking a lot. I had to talk through a lot of legal nonsense there from that article. So we got to go on a little bit of a road trip to go and get the damn SSTO. More SSTO flight
Discovery,
testing. This is mission mode, part 175. All right, so Phil, okay, here's the thing. There are certain things on Super Heavy, right? Say this Guinness can is super heavy. There are certain things on it that need to be lined up with the pad. So the hold down points need to be lined up, first of all. There's 20 of them, remember, from what we know from the orbital launch arm, right? But there's also fuel umbilicals too. There's tail service masts and tail service carrier umbilicals, right? They're like this. Last time I checked, those umbilicals aren't in the center, right? So if you're going to put a rocket onto a pad like that, you're going to need to make sure that that Super Heavy is oriented correctly, right? It has to be oriented in a certain way. Now, when the booster comes in to land, right? Is SpaceX going to land the booster with the right orientation and they're going to grab it like this? No. I mean, maybe, but how can you be 100% sure that the booster is going to land with the same orientation every single time? There's a lot of margin of error there, isn't there? Right? Why hashtag pound sign? Because I'm taking it back. Everybody calls it a hashtag, but it's a pound sign, so hashtag pound sign. Right? So, clamping force, right? So yeah, you could clamp the side of the booster like that if you wanted to, but that still makes the booster really susceptible to doing this. So, there are these little tabs that are on the sides of the booster. So your grid fins are like that and like that, right? It's kind of in an X, right? There's little tabs on the sides there, and I think that gives us a clue to how this thing is going to catch. I think that SpaceX will use the grid fins, and it will hang on the grid fins. The grid fins are strong. The reason why they're strong is because they need to resist hypersonic aerodynamic forces. So the drag that they make wants to push them up, and they don't push up. So they should be strong enough to hold the booster up. Right? I bet you that you could pick Falcon 9 up from its grid fins if you had the right rigging. I wouldn't try it. But if you were engineering a new booster from the ground up, I would incorporate that structural rigidity in there. Sure, why not? Now, with that being said, the grid fins are what the thing is going to rest on. But those two tabs on the sides, I think they're going to use those for alignment. Somehow, they're going to use them for alignment. So these catch arms, right? These catch arms will have flat surfaces for the grid fins to land on, right? But also, because alignment is so key, you don't want to introduce another integration operation where you have to twist the booster to get it to orient to the pad correctly. They need that booster in the same orientation every time it lands, so they can just drop it right back onto the pad, hook everything up, and go, right? So that tells me that those two tabs on the side of the booster, those are for alignment. So how do you ask, you think it's going to grab it from the side like you holding a can? No, probably not. I think it's going to hang from the boosters, and those tabs on the side are going to align it somehow. It'll land on the boosters, and then they'll lower the arms or have something on there that can turn the booster like right when it's landing and orient the booster, and they'll hang it from some chain hooks or something. I think. I don't know. If you I gotta show you a freaking picture of it. Hold on. Kerbal is loaded up, guys. We'll play some KSP. Here, let me go to RGV. Actually, you know what? Let's just go to KSP. Alright, so if we look at Booster 3, and we know that Booster 4 is the same thing. You have your holes for your grid fins, and then you have whatever this thing is. Now, Phil, they picked the thing up from these side pieces. Remember? They picked it up from whatever these things are on the sides. I think you're looking at the booster alignment mechanism. If I had to guess, that's probably the aligner or something like that. The grid fins can get it close enough, and then the alignment things, when the booster rests itself down onto the catch clamps, right? It'll orient. There'll be like a funnel here or something, or a guide plate. Probably not even SpaceX knows at this point. Well, Swishio, it's important to understand that when they pick Super Heavy up, when they picked this thing up to put it on this test stand, they picked it up in a different way than they've picked up any other type of Starship hardware. It was latched, it was picked up from those side points. So what does that tell me? That tells me that they're going to rest it on the grid fins, but these are going to be used for alignment ultimately. So it'll land on the grid fins, right? And then it'll align itself, and then load will be transferred to those somehow. Do I know how that's going to work? Nope. No idea. Basically, the booster's going to land with 2 slots on either sides of the arms like this, and when the grid fins kind of steer it in, it'll move into that position, and the grid fins will be initially used to hold it down, to hold it in place, and then it'll slide in, and those aligners will hold it up. Because it's no...
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hey, Spodrum! Thanks for the 5 subs, man. I appreciate it. Forgot to tag you. Hanging like that will induce bending because it's essentially a beam supported on both sides, kind of like a SLS or an ET hanging on an SRB. Here's a good visualization of different stresses. Yeah. Gotcha. Spodrum gifted 5 subs there. Thank you. There has to be a crane to mount Starship to the booster. Why not just use the crane to twist the booster? Makes the whole system less complicated. The less complicated, the better. Well, Savvy, if you can... The crane could be used for putting Super Heavy on there in the first place, right? And yeah, you could lift it up to realign it by those side posts. Sure, absolutely. But you could kill 2 birds with 1 stone if you just develop some kind of mechanism that will... The grid fins will take the load while the thing aligns it, like in a split second, and then it could realign. I don't know. Like that kills 2 birds with 1 stone, so they could just lower the thing back down. You don't even need to use the arm. You can use the arm to pick another Starship and put it up, right? Why don't they use feet in a launch pad like they do with Falcon 9? Sorry for your English. Major, no landing legs. Landing legs is what you'd call them in English. They don't use that because when Falcon 9 lands, they have to pick it up, they have to fold the legs up, they have to take it horizontally, and then they got to bring it back to the pad where they put it on a launcher, put the upper stage on, turn it upright, and launch it again. SpaceX wants to get rid of all that and just land it right back on the pad. No landing legs. On the pad, down, upper stage, send it again. They want to go quickly, fast. That's why. What's that? Airborne. Oh, black rifle. Nice. Cool. Anyway, Spodrum, thank you for the 5 subs there. I do appreciate it. But, like I said, it's important to note that Super Heavy has a different attachment mechanism than every other booster, than any other Starship thing that I've seen. And I think that can... Sorry, I unpaused the video there. I think that can give us... It was this one, because I was trying to show this right here. I think that gives us a clue as to what they're using for an aligner. There's the venting. Nice, Funky Flex. I mostly watch VODs due to time zones, but you inspired my son, which is... I can't read, Spodrum. You've inspired my son, which is worth way more than 5 subs. 5 subs. Good work, my friend. I don't know why that was hard for me to read, Spodrum, but thank you.
Tranquility Base here.
Hello, it's me, Mario. Mario says, "Howdy, sir. I just went to the USAF Museum in Dayton, Ohio, and saw the old boosters that carried nuclear warheads. I couldn't believe how big those boosters are. Have you ever been to that museum?" I've never been to the USAF Museum. I've only been to Ohio like once. and it was just driving through to Michigan. Man, when I say it like that, it makes it sound like I don't care. No, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Which warhead did you see? English.exe has encountered a problem and needs to close. Dude, that mustache, how did that happen? Because I'm a freaking legend. Looks good though, doesn't it? What's up with the small stripe section in the middle-ish on Booster 3? That's where the common bulkhead between the methane and the oxidizer tank meet, Senshai. You need a lot of structure in there to make sure that the thing doesn't do this. It's not, to make it not susceptible to bending. To use that thing that Novus linked up here a second ago, you need reinforcement there to make sure that it doesn't do that. Because rockets will do that. The Saturn V did that. It was minimal, but it did bend. It did this on liftoff, on top of pogo oscillations from the early emissions. Yeah, you need some structural reinforcement. You don't want it to bend, dude. It has to stay perfectly straight. Now, don't get me wrong. The better way to say that, and structural engineers are going, the better way to say that is you don't want it to bend too much. You want to have a little bit of give. Just a little bit of give. Just a teeny weeny bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You don't want to have too much though. You always design a little bit of give into a system. Like that's why tall buildings sway in the wind, just like a tree. Same thing. Because if you build it resistant to a shear force like that, so a shear force is a force that gets exerted this way, right? If you make it resistant to shear forces, it'll snap eventually. You're just putting too much stress on something. If it's made out of metal, it'll go through too many shear load cycles and it'll snap. Just like doing this with a soda can. Watch this. You ready? See what I'm talking about? It'll do that. Same thing. I wish this was full. You have to have a little bit of play, but not too much. Good question, Senshai. I appreciate that. Thank you. Helps me make the stream go by quicker. Anyway, Kerbal time. We got to go on a little bit of a road trip, dudes. We can keep talking about what's going on with space. We're going down here. Let me go over here and adjust our audio. That's gonna go down there like that, and then. Whoop. Okay, there we go. I got distracted for a second and don't know if I saw your last. No, I didn't see your last because I don't like you, Reagan. Okay, we're done. Bye. Sorry, what's up, man? The mechanical mechanism. So I got to read Savvy. Savvy's was right after you, and I missed that. I like reading what Savvy says because Savvy teaches me things. The mechanical mechanism that has to support and twist the booster when the crane already exists seems like an extra unneeded system. You're right. Speed is the reason for the extra system. It's not about. It's about taking away steps, right? Not necessarily simplicity. Yeah, Savvy. I like to try and think about this like an airplane. Right, my airplane without landing gear is my analogy, right? An airplane without landing gear can fly further than an airplane with no landing gear. But trying to make an airplane land on a sled on a runway is a little bit harder than just putting the damn landing gear on. Reagan, you've been busy lately. Nice picture. Have you ever played Foxhole? No, but people keep telling me I should play it, Neo. What do you think? Should I? If you got the controls working, then great. If they're still being a problem, let me know. They are. Definitely. This is one of my favorite things at the National Museum. Anyway, Mario, that gave that tweet. Wow. That freaking wheel, though, from the B-36 is unbelievable. Foxhole ain't worth it. Definitely, it's highly addicting. Okay, I'm getting mixed results, which means I'll check it out myself. Planes without landing gear. Yeah, Shadow Mage. A plane, see, like, my point is that SpaceX is adding things to their system that make it more complicated, right? They're adding things to Super Heavy. They're adding things to the tower, like catching the booster, right? that's adding complexity to the system. It's adding complexity to the system because it's trying to make it so you can turn the booster around as quick as possible. And the landing gear analogy makes sense in that way. You know, the landing gear on a plane, so you can land it, taxi it to the stupid gate, and not belly the plane on the runway, right? The catch mechanism for Super Heavy, catch and alignment mechanism, is the same thing, but kind of in a little bit of a different format, I suppose. But also, hi. Dude, how was that trip, man? Gotta do my time warps for the day. $57 plus 8, 64. All right, cool. Why time warps? Fed up, I always time warp 8 days every time I play Kerbal. It's to keep the timeline going. So, 8 days, 6 times 8, it's a 6-hour day at Kerbin. If we do 8 days, 6 times 8 is 48. This basically makes my mission mode save run in real time. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, if I play Kerbal 5 times a week, more or less, the math doesn't exactly add up, but this is the idea. If I play Kerbal 5 times a week, right, and we time warp 8 days each time, right, the same amount of time has passed in my mission mode save than that has passed in 7 days. More or less. It's not exact. It's close though. That's cool, Shatter. Awesome, man. So hyped for you, man. Yeah, Fed Up. It's part of the rules, the rule set that I play. If you want to see my entire rule set, !M rules in chat. Somebody will probably link it by the time I said this, but if not, !M rules in chat. It'll bring up my rule set. I play Kerbal in a very, very specific way, and that's part of it. Thanks, Bobby. You could also change it so that Kerbal uses Earth time format to check. Yeah, but then then a 24-hour cycle is like 4 days in game. There you go, Tessa. Yeah, there was a reason why it didn't line up, but I'll tell you, I totally forget what that was. Anyway, so Prototype 16, we still need to figure out a better control system. My Cal controller system didn't work. I have one of these things that we sent on an orbital mission, and everything went absolutely amazing with the uprated engines on the orbital mission yesterday. Except for the very end. I had control with it, but we induced too much roll on the vehicle. And that, yeah, it didn't like it. I have to redo it, but also I have to go send an expedition out to go get the stupid thing. Thanks, Senchai. This is my K-33 Jebstar. It's based off of Lockheed's X-33 Venture Star. I'm just having a little bit of trouble getting this to control right. Got to take a little bit of a road trip today. Yeah. Can you link the Cal controls to an axis and make it relative to inputs? We did, Nuclear. But the deflection I think might be the problem here. And also I gotta make it so only one deploys down when we execute yaw control, so it doesn't roll instead. So my control system wasn't good enough. But the other thing I need to do is also, we need to go on a little bit of an expedition here. So, we got a little bit of a thing here. The problem here is that I need to tow this thing. It's about 30 kilometers due west of KSC. I didn't make the runway because it flipped out again, but it didn't flip out as much. So the problem here is that I need to go and get it. I need to go get the thing and drive it back. But that includes driving it up hilly terrain now that I'm thinking about this. So maintaining AOA demo helps, like what we were theorizing? Well, that's cool. I should throw this one up there too, but yeah. Could you take some fuel and fly it? It doesn't fly very well, Contra. We'd need a lot of fuel. And the time it would take me to lug all that fuel out there, I could just tow it back, right? Teep, you're leaving for Atlanta tonight, and we're flying down to Brownsville on Friday. Gonna give Starbase a visit while I'm there. Also gonna meet up with South Padre. Good, man. Good. Make it happen. Don't be stupid, but make it happen. Can you toss this up now? I'll do a quick flight to confirm some stuff. Yeah, sure, man. Let me take a picture of it. Getting this thing back is going to be tough. The helicopter? The helicopter. You guys want me to grab it with the helo? I don't think the helicopter can lift this thing. We'll extend funding if you do a helo recovery. Loopy, I'm not worried about making a tow bar for this thing, to be honest with you. I'm not worried about that. I just realized that this thing is 40 tons. I have to use the damn jet truck to get it to go up hills. I don't know if the K200 has enough balls to move it. Honestly. I don't think it does. I mean, Nuclear, I could get the thing on a trailer, then what? Then what? Multiple K200s? Yes. Boat? It's not in the water checkered. Cough, SBMT, cough. No, there's no fuel left, Tessa. I used the fuel to get it away from the mountains. How about a Kerbal adds some jet engines to it and we test fly it back to figure out exactly why the control surfaces, what the control surfaces need to do? I don't hate the idea, Jason. I don't hate that. Yeah, that's the end of it. I don't hate the idea. We're gonna need a lot of jet engines, though. I mean, how much thrust are we gonna need to make this thing do? Yeah, Major, that's what we did with Buran. I was kind of joking, but we could use the flight test, yeah. How much does the jet truck put out? The jet truck could do it, Katra, but we'd have to push it up. I mean, the jet truck is the easy solution. Just fuel it up out there. Use the vectors to boost up hills, guys. Come on. Look, yes, that'll work, but I don't need something like this to push it around, man. Or I don't want something like that to push it around. Let me put it that way. The K200 with a jet truck pallet and a tow bar for easier turning. I like that idea, Loopy. Gooseneck it. Basically, I'll gooseneck. The gooseneck will come off here, predominant, yeah, and it'll just go there, and then I could have two jet engines here pushing outwards, so they're pushing down the sides of the vehicle. That should be enough to get me up and over the hills. That's going to be difficult. Dynamic pressure limit for re-entry is around 24. Won't driving take hours? It's 30 kilometers away, Pop. That's nothing. Give me an hour. As long as I can drive unabated out there and back, yeah, give me an hour. Hey, Tent, what's going on, man? I'd say use the classic K200 fifth wheel for the tow bar. That way the thing can actually turn, since the game isn't going to play nice with wheel authority once they're docked as one vessel. So make a gooseneck trailer like what Predominance said. Yeah, I mean, we could do that too. That's fine. Let me think. Big Zig, I really don't want to do that. I could install some Junos on the side, guys. We could do, now that I'm looking at it, is the Juno a construction part? It is. Is the air intake for the Juno a construction part? It is. I actually already have those on there. We could open up the intakes. It's just, where I'm at is how many of these would we really need? How many are we gonna need? The thing is 40 tons, dudes. 40. It doesn't fly very well. I agree, it's easier to make the truck. $20. All right, let's make a gooseneck. So fellas, if you guys want to mess with this and you want to try and get this thing to fly better, I'd appreciate any help. I think that going forward with mission mode, uploading the craft that I'm working on to Kerbal X is probably the good idea, especially if people can go do flight testing. Now, because I can do that, I could do that and people can do the flight testing kind of, not for me, but they can do the sim work for me. Instead of me using engineering mode. You're a gooseneck, got him. You won't need much, 2 to 4 max, not like you're getting to takeoff speeds. Well, I was talking about Tessa putting the Junos on there and then flying this thing back. Unmanned, obviously. Okay. Akabidi, I think that's a good way to offset, that's a good way to do simulation, because that means that I need the community to work with me, I think that's cool. But that also means that people need to show their findings, Yeah, predominant. I don't know how we're going to enforce that, because what if 100 people download the thing from Kerbal X? Do I have to pay 100 times more simulation fees? Only pay for what input you accept. Yeah, Pop, I think driving it is the right idea. So now I gotta make a trailer. Okay. So we gotta go and recover the thing, dudes. That's where we're at. I gotta recover it. Okay. So now we gotta make a trailer, huh? Yeah, they're my unpaid interns. Of course. Nah, nuclear, that's too complicated. It's too complicated, man. It'll be impossible to regulate. It will. There's no way it won't. Now, can I fit the dang trailer underneath it? Can we fit wheels? I don't think we can. I don't think I have the space. Nope. I definitely don't have the space. Nope. So that's moot. Not just a flat towing rig. Kev, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I have to do. But I have to basically just make a gooseneck that goes into a tow bar so I can pull it. I agree, King. I like that. It'll help me. Makes it just a little bit easier. Just a little bit, not too much. If we're interns, does that mean we want to develop an app? Ah, it's a shame. It's a real app. It's got an app you'd want to develop. Well, can I ask a question about it? Sure you can. It's always the first step in app development. I don't know. I'm just an intern. What problem are we trying to solve? We have to go get, Mayor, we have to go get the SSTO that's parked a significant distance away. 30 kilometers west of KSC. I have to go and get it. 50-50, final offer. Good episode. I'd like to develop a Mr. Nimbus app. Richard. Betrayal! Alright. Well, I don't know. I'm just an intern. To an extent, Tessa, yeah. Isn't that a bit close to the truck for the turning radius? I mean, yeah. Could do that. Tessa, it's a pretty funny show. A little weird at times, but pretty funny. Make sure the girder won't back the... I mean, there's no same vessel collision, so it's not really that big of an issue, but yeah, I'll check anyway. Chet, just remember, he's Mr. Nimbus. He controls the police. Yeah, you get the line. Nice, doesn't it? Okay. So I'm trying to make a tow bar of sorts here. It's just a tow bar that's designed for, let's just say it's designed for long range, and we'll leave it at that. And that's all I have to say about that. Stop messing up, party. Sea Lass might be problematic for steeper hills. Probably need to go further with the truck and come up higher around the nose. Need to consider a turning radius in hills that will cause it to pivot on the mount. I mean, this thing actually bends more like a fifth wheel, Kev. It can bend because it's an unlocked connection. So that robotic can actually pivot. So I don't think it'll be a problem. Can your Kerbal fix wheels? If I put the right Kerbal on, yeah. There's really no need for this. I put that there to basically counterbalance the I put that there to counterbalance, so like if I unplug this thing, if I undo it from the truck, it'll just stay like that. I don't know how to solve it, but I think I got the SBH to show what's happening during the instability. Okay. Oh, good. I've seen them break the gooseneck out of the frames before. It's not fun. Yeah. I have planes that do it in other saves, King. Not this one, though. Is the back landing gear steerable? These? Yep. Mm-hmm. Song, this is called Seasons of Lust by Robert Parker. Here's hoping that it works. Day 2 after my hip replacement surgery, full speed ahead. Oh, jeez, man. Well, I'm glad you're recovering, all right. All good? Right on, man. Just gonna put a little bit of an equipment rack in here, and then I'm gonna put a docking port in there. I got struts in that one. Anything else we'll need, you think? Can we drive with time warp? King, I'm telling you, it won't take very long. No, they didn't need. They postponed it till tomorrow. We should all spam Virgin Galactic to get EJ on a flight to space soon. Don't do that. Don't bother them that way. I'd love to fly to space. I don't want to fly to space like that, dude. Okay. I think this tow bar will work. It's a little bit, doesn't really look like a tow bar, but we'll send Bill out and Herbal. You guys ready to go on a little drive? There's a helicopter that can carry the truck. Yeah. No jets? Nah. Test first? On what? It's not necessarily just yaw instability, it's roll instability. I have no idea how to solve this. Jason, you're working on it? Okay. Space shuttle team in. Trying to anyways. Got it, man. Let's go for a little drive here. I'll hook up the tow bar. And the K200 might be able to get this thing up. It might. I don't know, man. Some of these hills are pretty treacherous. Maybe if we kind of came... I mean, but it is downhill to KSC, so... Quick save before docking. Why? Yeah, predominant it should, but I don't have any place to put the jets on this thing. Unless I probably could have put them on the tow bar, I suppose. But we're already making our way out, man. No, Jason, I just uploaded one to Kerbal, like a couple minutes ago, dude. Prominent, I'm thinking this is all downhill, so that'll end up working in our favor, but it might get stuck. If it gets stuck, I'll use the helicopter and we'll airlift some jets out here. You would have felt more comfortable with repair kits, like the ones that I have right there, Inky? Yeah, me too, man. Got meetings for 4 hours. Good luck. All right, man. Bearlicious, I have an SSTO that's out there. We got to get it. Got to go on a little bit of a road trip with this thing. Is it supposed to have 909s on it? This says it was up the... Yeah. This shouldn't have 909s on it. It should be prototype 16. The wings should look like this. You don't want 14. 14 is the caca one. Freaking... I thought I uploaded the wrong one, dude. Guys, got some road tunes? Hey, y'all, I have people that downloaded the craft file that are looking into it. Once I get prototype 16 back, then we'll words. I'll do the testing. On the road again? Yeah, I gotta go get this thing. Where's my cat jams at? Looks like we're driving till the end of the night. Yes. Ooh, look at my mustache. 1/6 of the way there. I don't know. You got to check the video, Tima. Is this a war machine from Mad Max? Yeah. I can confirm that Ferrums doesn't like it. Oh, Ferrums would hate that thing, Xerax. We are a lunar gravity away. I'm going to start using that as a measurement for sixths. Good call. Sorry, Jeff. We can run away, 'cause I have to go poo at the end of the night. We can run to the bathroom. How fast will we be driving back? King, if it can do this, pulling that, I'd be very impressed. Shatter, we can run away, 'cause I have to go poo at the end of the night. My voice is naturally good. Naturally good. Naturally good. Almost a third of the way there. We're making good time. I mean, this thing's booking, man. We're going, what, 60 miles an hour? Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, Chief. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. You know what the sound that this thing makes in my head is? Hold on. The sound that the K200 makes in my head, even though I know it's fuel cell electric, right? Alrighty. Here we go.
Oh, it's go time. I'm gonna do donuts.
Hear that, Detroit? That's the sound that this makes in my head. It's got a big old Detroit in the back. Where's the exhaust smoke? Oh, it's clean coal. Nice, Hawks. You know what it makes me think? Roadkill needs to play with more diesels. Tars, that is from a channel where a guy, the guy on the channel bought a friend of the guy that runs that YouTube channel bought a 72 Kenworth, and he swapped a Detroit diesel in from a fire truck. And then the Kenworth had two trucks out back. It had two axles out back. He lopped that off and put a single axle back there, and then put single tires on the axle. And then what they did is they made it so the back kneels down, and they lowered the bags all the way, so that it's like this short wheelbase Kenworth that has a Detroit diesel in it, a Detroit turbo diesel that makes God knows how much torque, and the thing just does burnouts. Luzo, how dare you? Alright. Hawks, I miss Roadkill. Getting that app to watch here isn't easy. Yeah, I know what you mean. How does it go again? Here's how it goes. Wanga danga danga danga. Halfway there. My love. Baila, baila. It makes that noise. Hey, I was listening to that. Fine.
New automaton merch is available now. Click the link in the description.
That's Sully's channel there. Boris emote? Oh god. Hey, you guys wanted some road tunes, man. Dominica de Coco. Link to song with pleasure. Animated Boris emote. Woo! We got some air right there. Gorlami. Gorlami. Oh. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Yeah, baby. Spinala. No. We don't want Spinala right now. No Spinala.
Sponsored by...
No, it's not. Be quiet. Quiet, Sully. There we go. Get down, 10 kills on the board right now. Just took out Tomato Town. My friend just got down. I revived him. Now we're heading southbound. Now we're in the Pleasant Park Street. Look at the map. Go to the mark sheets. Getting the feeling that flags are your problem. I tested with no flags and had no stability issues. The flags on the back demo? Really? Huh. The flags on the back? Really? She got 2 boots and a shield box. I need healing and I'm only at 1 HP. Almost there. I don't know how to do that, Shatter. I'm dumb. Content. A cool pro Fortnite gamer. Pro Fortnite gamer. Today. 10 kilometers. 6 miles. Yeah, that channel is the real Sully G. All automaton covers, and it's fantastic. Please go over there, subscribe to that channel, because automatons. Please kill me. No. No. Just subscribe. Are we there yet? No. I will play more automaton covers. This is gonna be hard to drive this thing back, man. I'm telling you. Don't threaten me with a good time. Are we there yet now? Oh, hi, SN20. T-Man, I think we saw that. Is that the one inside of the high bay? Yep. I also think you need to look at struts on the top nose panels, okay? Yeah, go hit the bell, do it. For dank memes. Dank automaton memes. Alright, we gotta stop for a second. Gotta stop. We gotta. He stopped? He stopped? According to my calculations, we should be there any time now. Don't peepo G, guys. Use parameter G. Use EJG. EJSAG. Trust me, we have parameter G now, where Dr. Peter Parameter has become well versed in most things. Became interested in asteroids early in his career. It's a new emote. The thermokinetic displacement through a nonlinear body, through a plastic nonlinear density at random velocities and angles, which can be summed up by this formula here. Huh. You need to up your BTTV game. What emote do you want? Why did the face change? Because we have parameter G and then we have parameter but I'm getting the parameter done. I'm getting that done over right now. And then we have some animated stuff in the pipe too, if that's your thing. I'm a man who knows how to get things. In here, I'm a man that knows how to get things. I can get you anything you want. Cigarettes, beer, a bag of reefer, if that's your thing. Comic books. Yeah, I'm a regular C as in Roebuck. I was not around when parameter became a thing, and I have no idea where it originated. It's from a USAF training film from the 60s, Shattermage, about re-entry. Yeah, it teaches you about re-entry, and it's public resource because it's
Discovery, go at throttle up.
it's declassified DoD stuff, so it's I can show it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty great video. Maybe O-Force. Hey, Harp, 25-month resub. Yo, any important space news today? Yeah, actually. NASA passed, Rule 8 people passed fiscal year 22 funding for HLS, and they funded the HLS at $1.3 billion, which is 150 million more than requested. So HLS is now overfunded instead of underfunded, officially on the books. So, yeah, got that going for us, which is nice. I mean, 30 meters a second, Spiffy. It's 65, 70 miles an hour. It goes fast, man. That's right, JustBase. So 2 lunar landers. 2 lunar landers, actually, possibility for 3, if you really want to know. Rule 8 people want to put, the Rule 8 people want to put SLS to work, so they actually might end up funding all the landers. Yeah. No, I'm not making that up. Rocket Flame series. Why is SpaceX a lot better at getting results compared to the money that is put in? Is it because it's a government thing? It's hard to explain. Essentially, it's tough to explain. Long story short, NASA moves slow. They move slow, comparatively. SpaceX moves fast, because it's a private company. That's one of the benefits of having a commercial provider. NASA can now go slow and steady with their rocket, while SpaceX can go really quickly with theirs. We get the best of both worlds. NASA has been hanging, right, for, it seems like they haven't done much, right? But also, you got to remember that part of the reason why SpaceX has the capability that they have is because NASA paid them. But at the end of this year, you'll see what I'm talking about when, you know, when I say NASA's playing the slow game. When the SLS goes off, dude. Yeah, Just Space, it's hilarious. Jim's plan worked flawlessly. Hilarious. And it worked flawlessly because Bill helped execute it, which is really funny to me. I can't believe they fell for it. Yep, Sophia got funded. Commercial low Earth orbit destinations got a little bit of a budget hit, but it's okay. Are we there yet? Actually, yes. Oh, there she is. Yeah, Cyborg, good point. Okay, this stream's rocks. I have to head to bed. Hey, though. Hey, hey. See you, buddy. Dynetic's back in the game yet? Potentially. I hope this works. I don't want one lander. I want all the landers. That's right. Alright, what kind of vehicle are we set as here? We're set as a rover. That thing is set as a ship. Truck should reorient to the lander. Or truck should reorient to the, to this, so. Oh god, we're about to play Kerbal Trucking Simulator here. The rare SSTO in its natural habitat. Demo, I don't understand how the flags can be the ones that's causing that problem. That doesn't make any sense.
Should we wait until tonight? The sweetest love is made by day. It feels right. Baby, why? Should we wait until tonight? If we make love in the light of day, it feels right. Tell me why.
Oh, the World Gen stuff looks amazing, serious. The biomes look so much better. Like, no freaking stupid mountains next to, for Minecraft. Honestly, I'm seeing so many different points that could be causing problems. Every time I try to address them, it doesn't change anything. Keep in mind that the arrow shell is a new development, dude, but it also helps keep the thing stable, man. You know? You drive the SSTO to the truck. Might be a little bit of a better solution, huh? Here we go. I got it now. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm attached! I'm attached, Dad! Look! Look! I'm attached! Isn't this awesome? Dad, look! This is fine. This is fine. We broke one of the wheels. See, the problem here is, fellas, the problem here is from all that stupid bumping that just happened, right? I broke one of the wheels. Because I broke one of the wheels, right? Because I broke one of the friggin' wheels, I need to get out and repair it. But I can't get out and repair it when my two Kerbals that I'm using here decide to phase into the SSTO that they're driving, or that they're towing around. And the direction that I need to go to get this to not do that, right? The direction that I need this to go in to get it to not do that is the direction in which I'm pushing that wheel into the ground and making it promptly not steer. It's kind of working. Use docking port rotation. I rolled back the version demo. GPR won't work. Okay, good enough. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop that. All right, fellas, we got a pretty treacherous... path ahead of us. Yeah, I messed with the suspension just a little bit. Can I get away with this, or... Oh, dear. Oh, boy. Well... We're towing. So, something that I'm going to do is take friction control off of that, and I'm going to extend that gear. That'll get my front gear to basically work like a caster wheel, and it can help absorb the load. Well, the good news is that the tow bar works. I should have raised the truck up. Part of the reason why these things freaked out is because the SSTO is pushing down on the truck. But then again, it should be doing that. Actually, you know what, fellas? I think I get more traction without this thing. Should have brought those damn jet engines. I'm full forward right now. Yeah. Yeah, red. No good, man. Why are we driving across the 5th green at Pebble Beach? Yes. We gotta switch back. We gotta go across these hills. Is there enough electrical? I got fuel cells. Should be fine. See, we gotta be careful though. Our center of mass is closer to the rear of the trailer. That can cause some pretty bad stability issues when we're going downhill and braking. That you got to be very careful here. Nice, Lemprod. Cool. Spin-off text, man. Super useful. Guys, we got plenty of fuel. It looks like the spacecraft that Buzz Lightyear comes in. It kind of does, doesn't it, Cameron? You're not wrong. That's pretty funny, actually. I didn't even notice that. So, this spacecraft landed a little short of KSC. And my rules are you can't recover anything. You can't hit the recovery button unless you're at KSC. So, we got a little bit of a road trip. I made a towing rig so I could tow the SSTO here. From here back to KSC. I'm going to recover at just base. We have to implement a better control system, but maybe. Okay, 1/30th of the way there. What would you do if this was on an island? Bon voyage. I'm not getting it back. I don't want to have to do this again either. It's probably just better if we just if we just get this thing to go back to the runway. That's right, Shatter. I'm sure that my sky crane can lift this thing? You think so? The sky crane. You think my KH3 can lift this, Luizo? Since you'll put in service Mark II, check what the people that did wind tunnel testing for you have said and correct Mark II with their suggestions. Why do you think I put it on Kerbal X? You underestimate the power of that sky crane. Yeah, smooth. Yeah, freaking. Right? Or like STS-3 where the shuttle landed at White Sands and they had to bus out all the equipment out there to get it, to get it freaking back to KSC. Gonna make it? We're gonna make it up this hill? Well, Luizo, if we get into a scenario where I can't lift this thing or I can't get it back, I'll send the helicopter out. We have Kerbals here with a docking port. I planned for this contingency just in case. I will literally attach a docking port on the center of mass of this thing because I know where it is when it's dry, and I'll lift it with the helo. But I honestly think the truck would be faster. I don't think, I mean, how well am I going to be able to move this thing around with, somewhere around there, Penta, yeah. Bastion, I pushed for it to be orbital. Yeah, the thing goes up into orbital. It'll make it. good place to stop. What the heck is this? Thomas, I don't have an answer. That profile seems to match the nose cone profile, but I don't know. Are all the wheels running? Yeah, we're in full 8x8 loop. Oh no. There we go. This looks, you know what the messed up thing is, guys? This looks exactly like what a truck looks like when it tries to pull too much. Like, when it's going back down the hill, the rear wheels, and the front wheels are locked. That's exactly what a truck looks like when it's trying to pull something too heavy.
Discovery, go and throttle.
Rep it, 15-month resub. We need a Cybertruck out there. A K200 will rip a Cybertruck in half, just space. I'm towing 40 tons. 40 tons. 40,000 kilograms. That's 88,000 pounds. This thing will rip a Cybertruck in half. Seriously, we're towing 88,000 pounds. What? Actually, what does tow 80,000 pounds? Anything? Your mom? Got him! That's semi-truck payload territory. Got to make it over this hump right here. A Euclid? I think the Euclid truck can tow more than that. Semi-trucks are 40 to 53,000 pounds. Yeah, we're way past that. Oh, we're way past that, Jerry! Nice, Sawyer. Good reference. Have you seen or heard about the pentagonal roundabout in the UK? Roundabout with 5 mini roundabouts at each exit. I know about that 04. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a Hemet, man. It's a military vehicle. This thing weighs as much. Well, actually, I don't even know. How much does an Abrams tank weigh? This thing weighs as much as a tank. Why do you tow it back and not recover it? Folded, I have a rule. I only recover stuff within 2 kilometers of KSC. Yeah, that's my rule. It's my rule set, bro. I try to play by a very, very difficult set of rules. Try to make the game a little more challenging. Part of that is doing stuff like this. An Abrams is 70 tons. Alright, so yeah, we're not at Abrams, but we're at APC territory. Okay, now we've reached the downhill. We have to really be careful. Good thing we can't overheat the brakes. Oh. Oh boy. No. Oh, this grade's gonna suck. Oh, I gotta be so careful. I'm really happy that brake overheat is not a thing in this game. Oh, jeez, don't do that. Oh my goodness. I have dynamic braking though, Loopy. We have dynamic. I am full backwards on the dynamic braking and we are speeding up. Oh my goodness, we have to be so careful. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna turn. We're going down the hill. We'll get some speed here. Please don't make me regret this. Okay, dynamic braking is working. Oh, I can't hit the brakes for too long. If I lock the fronts, we're screwed. Monka steer. Oh boy. Any safer if we lower the nose gear? Nah, not much. Set the brakes to 95. They don't lock under 100? Well, that's good to know. Okay, good. We got this. We're a third of the way there. Like I said, it's pretty much downhill. It's pretty much all downhill from here. We use semi-trucks to haul our ROV umbilical winches. Some of them weigh about 40 tons. Jeez, sweet. It looks uphill, though. I'm going over here, not over there. Banana. Banana. Now bananas. Just tow. Don't mind me, guys. Just towing my SSTO. We're going about 50 miles an hour, I think. What's 22 meters a second in MPH, guys? Banana is best nana. Careful about the EC. Okay. Thanks, Henry. It is 50. Cool. How's that, Toothless? I'm gonna coast here for a little bit. when we're going down these hills so we can recharge some EC. We're a little over 1,000 feet above KSC. Over here, the grade looks to be a little less steep than over there. Yeah, we really broke the mold with that one, Luke. This was a good design. K200 is fantastic. It's seriously, it's my dexterity in Kerbal is so much better with this thing. This thing can do anything. It's just the well, I'll tell you what, boy, it's just the dang good old power of a dang well-built utility truck. And guess what? It might say that it has a hydrogen fuel cell, but I tell you what, that's a load of crap. Truck like this, truck with this much utility, boy, I tell you what, it runs off dang good old propane. Hey, Tacos, what's going on? I'm pulling the SSTO that landed short last night back to KSC. We're a little under halfway there. Halfway there. Halfway there. Well, I'll tell you what, boy, that dang old plane ain't right, man. It didn't land dang old at the wrong runway, man. I'll tell you what, I'm going to spaceship, I'm going to launch it up, and woo! I'm going to launch it up, and I'm going to land down, or not on the runway, man. I didn't go get. I'm going to land down, and not on the runway, man. Now Milton from Office Space. Then the SSTO told me to land on the runway, and I did not land on the runway. And I landed out in the grass, and I could see the squirrels, and they were married. And I still haven't received my paycheck. And then they moved my desk down to storage room B. I put strip line in the guacamole. I have this place condemned. They were big grains of thought, huge grains of thought. Excuse me, senor. May I speak to you, please? It turns out that putting fan blades on an electric motor and spinning it using a jet engine generates an electric charge and charges battery packs. Yeah? Hey, Zalzator, 100 bits. And then Maggie with a 56-monther, dude. Hey, thanks for being with me all this time, man. Maggie, we deserve each other. We're real good, man. Y'all deserve each other. Nah, man, I appreciate it, dude. 56, it's almost 5 years, man. Thanks, dude. Thanks for supporting me this entire time, man. Oh, losing speed. Gotta crest this hill. Come on, get up. Wait, what, Maggie? You got an invitation to apply at SpacX? Very nice, eh? That's cool, man. Waco plant? No way, dude. Yo, that's baller. You should do that. The XF-108 Rapier would have packed its big missiles on a revolver-like launcher. Yeah. The rotisserie. You're not gonna, though? Alright. Why, you don't want to move to Waco? What's wrong with Waco? Actually, that area I heard is really nice. I want to, but it's too good here. You do what's right for you at the end of the day, or am I right, or am I right? Okay, I misjudged the terrain here. Did you get headhunted, Manji? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Because that's dope, dude. Cool, Brian. Keep that on a DL, though, brother, okay? Gotcha, Manji, yeah. Cool. Alright, we're in a holding pattern for a second. Gotta recharge. Alright, let's go. Open payload bay for extra power. There's no way that small solar panel could keep up with the draw here, man. Or almost at the memorial. There we go. See, the ground is, it's really difficult to see, like, just how big this thing is. But I think we're, it's difficult to judge the terrain. I think we're in the clear, though. Which is a little bit heavy. I mean, T-Man, we're basically pulling a light tank worth of mass. This is more than a semi-truck. More payload capacity than a semi. Like, this thing, I mean, obviously for size reasons, but in terms of mass, we'd be carrying the oversized load banner right now. And we'd need like a freaking convoy for something that weighs this much. Thick. 15 out. We're halfway there, guys. Are we there yet? No! This is a very precarious operation. It's very important that it's important that we be sure.
Discovery.
Yes.
Go and throttle up.
Cyborg, 11-month resub. Alright. So guys, once again, this landed short of KSC, and I have a rule. If I want to get it back, I gotta go get it back. So I have a truck with a tow, with like a gooseneck here, that's attached to the vehicle, and it basically turned the SSTO into a little trailer. Whoa. My engine bay. The engine cover came open. You're gonna be able to dodge the trees in time? Yes. Trees aren't collidable. We can go right through them. Shenshai, you're back. Go to sleep, man. It's late. So what you're looking at here is a single stage to orbit shuttle. This thing basically, I put it on the pad, we fuel it up, I point it straight up, and we launch it. The thing is, when I say it's fully reusable, I mean I don't land it on the runway and hit the recover button. I tow it back to the launch site, and I built the whole launch pad out for this thing to be able to service it, put new payloads in, refuel it, and then send it again. So this one is a prototype. I'm not sure if we're going to recover this one, but does the Venture Star have any boosters? No. Venture Star is a single stage to orbit, so it flies in. This thing flies all the way up into space. I see antennas on the cab. Can the truck be remote piloted? No, I just wanted to put antennas on it because I thought it looked cool. With that being said, with it latched to the SSTO as with the probe core, sure. Is that an X-33? You got it, Starks. It's an X-33 that I'm having trouble re-entering. It landed up back over there somewhere, like way up in the mountains almost. Not like way up in the mountains, but like it landed over there. And I'm towing it back because I need to do some modifications on it. But yeah, it's an X-33, Starks. But I scaled the X-33's design up and then down. Or no, I scaled it down to Kerbal and then I scaled it back up a little bit. The crazy thing is that this is an X-33 that's about the size of the real X-33 in real life. It was about the same dimensions. And the X-33 in real life was a suborbital test demonstrator, right? It was never designed to go into space. The thing is, in KSP, the amount of delta V that you'd need to get into orbit, right, is less than half of what you need in real life. So a Venture Star, if we could just take Venture Star and put it in KSP, it would almost have enough to get all the way up into space. They should complete it if Dream Chaser works. I mean, Starks, I understand what you're saying and I agree with you. But the hell with Dream Chaser. I just want them to complete it, period, man. I'm with you. Oh, the X-33 is so freaking cool, dude. For this project, I've had to read so much about it. And, man. Every time I read more and I learn more about this thing, I get even more bothered because this thing is so damn cool. Could the Dream Chaser fit inside the shuttle's payload bay? The space shuttle? Yes. Yes, Dream Chaser could. Well, I don't know that for sure. Fact check me on that. I want linear arrow spikes. Starks, you and I are on the same page. Yeah, we're on the same page. Yeah, man, I'm with you. 10 kilometers out, guys. 2/3 of the way there. This is actually working better than I thought. The hills aren't as much of a problem as I thought they would be. Go Model 1? Could. Oh, this is going to be a little steep. Where am I taxiing it? Back to KSC. It was 30 kilometers out. It was over there. I have to taxi it back. Starks, I have a rule. When you see mission mode here on the stream, my rule is... Okay, we gotta be careful. My rule is that if it doesn't land back at KSC, well, you don't get it back. You either make something to go and get it, or just leave it there. Careful. Is it possible to build roads out here? Using Stratton Blitz's idea, you could. I see it, Katra. Yeah, maybe I'll model a linear arrow spike. You guys are really, making me kind of more privy to the idea, I suppose. MGB, are you here, man? If I make a linear arrow spike model, would you, Yes, you're here. If I make a linear arrow spike model, can you do the coding for it? This thing is hauling harder than the shuttle crawler. Yeah? What should be the diameter size of the linear arrow spike, though? Should we... And where would it place in a mod? The emitter would be... That's why, Jason, the emitter work would be difficult. Because it uses differential thrust to... a linear arrow spike uses differential thrust for TVC, if I'm remembering correctly. Suggestion would for it to be around 375 or 2.5. I'm thinking 2.5 for a linear. You chose 375 for yours. Oh, you made one. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't like that. Or did the entire linear arrow spike move, or did it pivot? I forget. Let me see. Oh, dude, you did a kick-butt job on that thing. It does gimbal? Okay. If it just gimbals like a regular one then yeah, I suppose I can. Yeah, 2.5 would be perfect right here, dude.
And good evening to all of you folks back home. Isn't this exciting? We're being seen all over the world.
Oh, yes, I know. 700 million people approximately joining us tonight. Some in summer, some in winter. But wherever you are in the world, the swimsuit segment will be sure to warm
Man,
your
this
heart.
K200 is a beast, dude. I can't believe this.
Will be on the grounds of the world-famous National Palace Museum.
This is one of the last big hills to get over.
Dating back some
I was agreeing with you, MGB. For stats, you could use the stock aerospike motors. Yeah. Wouldn't the aerospike need the linear aerospike? Wouldn't it need to be heavy? It would need to be like the shuttle motor, right? Gotta keep doing the switchback. In fact, yes, I had to do that for my mod because I had the same center of mass issues as the real thing. Yeah, MG, that's part of the reason why I put the aero shell on there, so I could move that center of mass forward as much as possible. But yeah, I gotcha. Because the shuttle engines are so ridiculously heavy. I agree, Starks. Yeah, I use the SSMEs because it's the closest thing to the RS-2200. That's the closest thing. An intermediate nozzle, not an upper stage, not a first stage. Intermediate nozzle, good all around. Because we don't have linear aerospikes, so I put that on there instead. Can you pick up a shuttle motor with a couple of humans? No. No. No, not even close. Mack truck, T-Man. They weigh as much as a truck. I'll think about it, MGB. I'll think about it. I mean, dude, I really don't mind yours, to be honest with you. Oh, we're so close. It's designed to use not any mod dependencies, yeah. Oh shit! I gotta time myself out. Okay, I'm good. My heart skipped a beat there, but it stayed okay. Excuse my language. So I think I actually have a solution. If you can get below Mach 1 and stay there above 24, then you don't need to worry about it. Okay. Okay. Earmuffs! So we're gonna have to go out over here and then over, or we could go down over there. Because I don't think we're gonna make it up that. Language not excused. How dare you? You're not allowed to not excuse language. Are you allowed to restack at KSC, or do you have to crane it? Transporter erector, Starks. And then I have a crane that I built to load payload in. And I tried to make it look like the X-33's launch complex as much as I could. I'll show you. Merker's, well, Merker's, to get it to do what it did, dude, it basically, flat spinned. It flat spinned during re-entry. I barely got this thing back down onto the ground in one piece. Yeah, it's very unstable at hypersonic speeds. Yeah, Element. What is this world coming to? Back in my day, boy, EJ never swore. Seriously, I did entire streams without swearing. I don't know how. Can I follow up on Discord? Sure, man. No, like, let's not go too crazy with it, MGB. I mean, but yeah, I mean, it could be useful. No helmets? What do you mean no helmets? Oh. They don't need helmets, dude. They're in a friggin' roll cage. What have you done with sweet innocent EJ? I don't know, man. Grew a mustache. Also, deploying the main wings down seems to help a lot. These things? Deploying those down, demo? Yeah, Wookie. It's pretty neat. Okay. We can see KSC! Oh, KSC! We can see you! Again? Can I add more weight to the front? Well, because it's fifth wheel in this TLS, the weight of the SSTO is pushing on my rear tires. So I'm gonna get about as much traction as I possibly can. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Pave the way, put your back into it. Tell us why, show us how. Look at where you came from, look at you now. Oh, to help with a flat spin. Oh, well, I put as much weight as I possibly could, dude, up there with the arrow shell. At least that was the intention. You want to spec cranberry? Uh-huh. Your favorite to this day is what? It's so hard to be a lizard. It's hard to be a lizard. Tiny arms, itchy gizzard. It's hard to be a lizard, but it's harder to segue. Like that? Cool SSTO? Thank you. I just had to tow it out of the woods. Is he skiing? What? Here's a hint. Okay, Bo, this miming stuff is getting pretty annoying, so give him the real thing. My voice is so freaking natural. Naturally good! Naturally good. Yeah, I too. Like what? It's pretty funny, man. This is the end of the song and the beginning of the show. Break, last. Left brain, right brain? Yeah, I set the body flap to 110 and the main wings to 15 down and just use the RCS to pull the thing into a 40-degree angle of attack at 26 kilometers to break. I think keeping the nose up is what's going to get it, Demo. I think you're right. Stop goofing around. This is a serious job. Why is he singing? Why? How long would it take to drive around Kerbin? Yes. WhatsApp. Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna play you a song, right? This first song is called A World on Fire. This next song is called #Deep. Sorry. Want to see a joke? I'm looking at one. Oh, yeah, I am looking at one. Third song is called Brown. Sadder than a depressed onion cutting itself. Can you drive completely around Kerbin? I don't know. I think with the ice caps, yeah, you can. Yes, you can. I mean, you're not going to make it down to these places down here. You are not ahead of me. I will maintain my unlimited supplies. Blah! Wait, what is that from? I think that's from words, dude. Well, my PC is out officially at my new house. Guess I'm all moved in. Cool. I saw an old guy standing in front of a train. Or no, I saw an old guy getting hit by a train. But I didn't say anything. I just thought, oh, this is going to be sad. Like how none of these things are happening to me. Score! Nice, Wildland. That's cool. Yeah, he's funny, dude. Inside was awesome. Here, I got something for you. Want to hear a rap? And if I try to pirate it, I'll get AIDS? Huh. I would have guessed scurvy. Well, see you later, ghost of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Want to hear a rap? Mason, nice. It's interesting, now leave me alone. Sorry that I look like a mess. I booked a haircut, but it got rescheduled. Robert's been a little depressed. No. Gonna try, just Getting up, sitting down, going back to work. That's awesome, Thomas. Writing silly songs. I'm sorry I was gone, but look, I made you some content. EJ made you your favorite open wide. Here comes the content. It's a beautiful day to stay inside. Anyway, let's keep going. The people that don't know what this is are probably very confused at this point. That's fine. It's okay. Girlfriend digs a stashed UI. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Pave the way, put your back into it. Tell us why, show us how. Look at where you came from, look at you now. Zuckerberg and Gates and Buffett, amateurs can frickin' suck it. Frick their wives, drink their blood. Come on, Jeff, get 'em! Can confirm, really confused. That probably didn't help, Smirks. You did it! Congratulations! That's all I'm gonna think of when he lands on NS16. You did it! Congratulations! That's all I'm gonna think of, dude. I just thought of that. That's all I'm gonna think of. Alright, we're back. We gotta tow it back over to the launch site. It's a comedian called Bo Burnham, Merkers. He's a guy from my neck of the woods, dude. Funny. He was a YouTuber that started doing stand-up, and his comedy is ridiculous. It's like stand-up musical. So it's a little strange at times, but it's really funny. Where are the curb feelers? I don't know. Jeffrey Bezos, you did it! Oh! Congratulations! Oh, when he sat there with the clock striking midnight, hashtag deep. Yeah, Inside on Netflix is fantastic. Really good. And one of his first stand-up specials on Netflix is free on YouTube. You can watch it. You used to do comedy because you felt like being funny, but now you're contractually obligated, so dance, you freaking monkey. Dance, monkey, dance! Alright. Yeah, Hilna's not me. Oh, I can, and I will, Pulse. What are you going to do about it? No, Mason, I haven't. Like, alright, Thomas, what is it? Whoa, my God. That's amazing. Yeah, it was pretty good, Just Space. Anyway. Well, you know what, guys? I'll be 100% real with you. I did not think that was going to go like it just did. I'll be real. I thought this was going to break. I thought this was going to totally break. I thought the K200 wouldn't have been able to get it up the hill. Turns out I'm 100% wrong. It actually towed it back on the first try. And now we have a tow bar for this thing too, which is okay. It's Godzilla. Yeah, it worked. Now we are back at the launch site. Hopefully when it goes into render range here, it does not explode. Nope. I got proven wrong. I just lost a bet. To myself. Can it get up into space? This one came back down from space, actually. So, yes. I wish my hands fit into a Pringle can. Dude. As a content creator, Pulse, I have days where I listen to that and I'm like, okay, too real. Okay, too real. Too real, bro. Too freaking real. Stop. I don't think that I can handle this, but... Ha! You missed my joke. Can't get it up into space. Oh. Ha. Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Well. Make Happy is pretty damn good, dude. Yeah. But, dude, yeah, Pulse. Like I said, that ending, man. Ugh. B612. Yeah. Yeah, I put it up there. I did some asteroid awareness promotion for them during Asteroid Day, dude. That's actually a pretty awesome song, Public. The key, though, not the, you know. So I decided to put their logo inside of my VAB. Man, that fifth wheel works really well, actually. It's just a 1/5 wheel, actually. No luck catching them SSTOs, then. It's just a 1 SSTO, actually. Yeah, I do, Pulse. Yeah, if you watch the very, very end of Make Happy after the credits, yeah, I know. I know. Doesn't mean as a content creator, man, that you know, sometimes it's like, this guy gets it. This is the guy in here that's dude making all the jokes, right? With how quick these things launch, is there any shot of a launch tonight? Well, it's possible. Yeah, actually, I just need to refuel the pad a couple of times here. But the K200 with the tow is surprisingly useful. I think that if we keep the nose up during re-entry a little bit more, I think we'll be fine. Now, don't get me wrong, I got to keep the nose up anyway. But once I get over the mountains, I think I'm just going to try to keep the nose up at 10 and see what happens. I know what's going to happen. We're going to fly over KSC, and then we risk a water landing, but I don't know, for like 20 G's worth of fuel, I think it's fine. When are we thinking of deorbiting 7? Oh, I don't know. I got to figure out the aero problems, dude. That's really important. Do a barrel roll. You think angling the nose higher is going to help? I mean, I just said that it did, but that could have been chat delay.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Torlab, RTLS, 4-year resub. Rocket Transport and Logistics System. Oh, yeah, Dad? Prove it! He said, what about that act that you just did right now? Well, I haven't thought of that yet. Gotcha. Oh. Steamboat Willie. Oh boy! Hey, Goofy! we're gonna launch it up into space again, right? Ha ha! Oh boy! Oh, that's right there, Pluto! We're gonna launch it right up all into space! Ha! And if you don't, I'm gonna sue you until you do! Ha! Oh boy! Well, you better not be copying my character. You better shut your mouth before I put my foot in it. Ha! Oh boy! And how long has that crew been on orbit? I hope they're getting overtime. Always. Has the SSTO flown today? I had to tow it back, Colton, from where it landed yesterday. Great episode, Public. Yeah, no, illness. Nope, I don't. Sorry. Gotta go. Oh, the pad's bent. How long did it take you to get back? Spacey, hour and a half. Yeah, Max, I plan to disappoint you in all new and exciting ways. What is with the jet thrusters? Push it up the ramp, Facha. It overcomes the problem that we were just encountering. Hold up, did you fix the snap docking yet? This thing is already launched from this pad. This pad has launched 2 SSTOs already. I mean, I was about to say it has minimal pad drift, but that's not entirely true. That launch table is weird. Hang on, I might be able to adjust. Huh, alright, cool. We're gonna need to refill the pad. We need 3 fuel trucks. Yeah, I corrected the drift though with the hydraulics. I bent it back into position. Now, if I resync the controller here on the Cal, it should be fine. Huh. What the hell's that about? Not sure if I should be terrified or amazed. Well, getting a little bit of drift through there. Now that should fix it. Okay. All right. Let's. I was gonna say we'll refuel. We could refuel it first, but I need to get this thing back in there, and it should still have the fuel payload. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. All right, let's go. What is this thing set to? Set to ship. All right, cool. Yeah, we should be good. Now I need the jet truck here to be able to push this thing up on to the TE. I managed to get the thing back to the runway, but I ran out of speed and crashed it short. I'm uploading the video to YouTube now. Did you keep the nose up? Demo? You had control surface deployments up? Up. What do you mean up? Like the UI for 1Z. Oh, okay, cool, cool. Uh-oh. Man, this pad's strong. Yep, it was the crane again. Whew. This pad's a tank, bro. This pad's a freaking tank, dude. Crane bit the dust again, man. What did you do? The game didn't like it. Didn't like it, man. Yeah. So what happened here? Strut crashed into the launch pad. Kickback booster collided into liquid fuel. Yep. Alright. So when we docked, the whole pad shifted a little bit. It turned. You know it turned because it turned by 1.6 degrees because the heading on the pad was 180 point something or other, and now it's 181.5. So the whole pad kind of rotated on the ground a little bit, and it rotated enough to hit the crane and blow it up. The pad, though, is beast mode. Last for the entry clip. Yeah, it could have been worse, Pulse. Yeah, absolutely. Could have been way worse. But that means my aligner cal is not working exactly as intended. Because look, the whole pad is shifted that way. Like it shifted. It should be perfectly straight like this, but it shifted the whole way. It shifted to the right a little bit. That's what hit the crane. That's what caused the crane to explode. So I gotta pick that all up. But here, let's see. Let's see what you got. Here, demo. Yeah, ground crew's fine. It's just the crane. I kept nobody in the crane on purpose. I know how to fix it, guys. I could fix it. Was that induced yaw demo, or did it do that by itself? I see it. I see it over there. I missed it though. I probably just should have rewound, but it's okay. Yeah, King pad crane didn't like it. I shouldn't redock the thing with the crane all the way out there. There's a couple of things I can do to fix it. So the body flaps are both deployed. And then you have the Fat 455 deployed at 9 degrees down. And then Elevon 5s, those are at... Okay. Do you have the ailerons up here? Well, Starks, I put the panels together in a way that... It's the thrusters, I think. I think Demo's using the thrusters. I mean, that was a hell of an S-turn, man. Okay. Let me see this one more time. The shuttle did the same thing, King. Yeah, that's an S-turn. That's what the S-turn is. It's basically drifting right through. The shuttle did that 3 or 4 times during re-entry in real life. Yeah, the waterfall plumes, though, they do look good, just based, don't they? The goal is basically to stall out super high. Demo, that's what the shuttle does. That's what the shuttle does. So maybe, dude, maybe I'm just getting into the atmosphere too fast. Yep, see, that's induced. That's supposed to do that. Concession, stay up in the atmosphere for as long as you can. I mean, you're way up there. This is way higher. I would be, at this point in my descent, I would be at 26, not 36. Interesting. I mean, Starship is going to re-enter like this, guys. It's going to spend as much time as it possibly can up there, slowing down, and then it's basically going to stall right over the landing site, and then it's just going to fall like a brick. That's what the space shuttle did too. Look at how low the dynamic pressure is. Yep. Did you re-enter from 100 and fly the trajectory that I usually fly? Demo, what was your trajectory and what orbit did you come down from? Yeah, Tars, I think we're descending too quickly. Yeah. Start of the video shows the PE and the AP locations. You didn't bring it down from 100. All right. Keep the nose up. That's what I see from this demo. Keep the nose up. Keep the nose up and stay in the upper atmosphere. Man, I can't believe this thing Kraken struck the damn crane. And the thing is totally fine, actually. That's pretty freaking cool. Alright, I gotta switch scenes here. I don't think any Kerbals died. Nope. I gotta switch, we gotta pick the junk up. The other thing is do not let it go supersonic during final descent. Okay. The Kraken hit the crane blue, but I know why. No problem. Oh boy. Is it space junk though, Jim? Wojo. We can recover the truck. Truck did good, man. No. I can't believe, dude, this pad Kraken struck. The pad Kraken struck the crane, and the pad was just like, all right. Yeah, whatever. That's actually pretty cool. Crane, yeah, that's exactly what happened, Sumnu. Crane got a little jelly. Okay. Build an entire crane out of launch pads, obviously. We're gonna need to fuel this thing. We're gonna do that. I think I have a starting point for a 1400 kilonewton, 5-ton linear aerospike configuration powered by LFO. Should have something for you to play with in a bit. Oh, geez. If you're already doing the config, man, geez. Nice demo. All right, fellas. It's 10:38. I'm going to, I've been up since 9. I worked on the truck this morning. We'll launch this tomorrow. Yeah. We're going to launch it tomorrow. It's really easy. I already have most of it in the MK33 mod. Okay. Here, let me just go make sure that the pad is okay. Yeah, we're going to give this a launch tomorrow. And, yeah, I'm gonna stop for the night. I'm going for, yeah, it's 10:30. I woke up at 8:30. Been going for a little while. Even though the VOD time is like only 8 hours, I know. It's not a lot, right? There was like a 11, 12, 1, 2. There's a 4-hour VOD before that, so tack 4 hours onto my uptime. Yep, pad's freaking cherry, dude. Here, you know what I will do though? Tonight we'll verticate it. We'll put this thing upright. Possible Falcon 9 on 39A. There are currently no launches planned, so they don't know what it's for. That's strange. Okay, let me go into my control panel over here. Oh. Well, that's going to end very poorly. I removed it from symmetry, but the cow controller... like it. Man, did we build a chonker of a pad or what? Yikes. Chonk. Seems like the hinges are drifting. They're drifting pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst considering this is the third reuse on the pad. It's pretty. It's not bad. Okay, she's locked. We're pointed straight up. Alright. Let's see if you can limp this thing off of here. It's most likely not going to happen. It's only the hydraulics. The hinges are not powered at all, actually. Okay, we're gonna play a game. It's called Recover the Jet Truck. We won! You did it! Jeffrey Bezos! Jeffrey Bezos! Jeffrey Bezos! You did it! Congratulations! It's not how wheels work, game. Blue Origin tweet. Oh, God. Oh, God. Cool. Alright, guys. I'll get us ready. We'll refuel the pad and I'll get us ready for a mission tomorrow. Let's launch this thing again. And we'll keep the nose up during re-entry. If we can get this thing operational, I'll be pretty happy. Oh, that's right. I gotta see if there's any... I gotta see if there's any good missions here. No satellite contracts, damn it. Alright. Well, we'll refuel it, and then we'll get her ready to go tomorrow. Hey, the truck worked, though. I mean, that's the reason why the crane exploded. You know that, right? The reason why the crane exploded is because the truck worked 100% correctly, right? The Kraken needed to sacrifice in some way, shape, or form, right? So, I mean, that's pretty much the reason. Yeah, RJ, yeah. I'm going to keep that nose. We're going to keep the nose up. Keep it at 30 degrees. And just leave it there. Alright, anyway, that's going to do it for me, dudes. Let's see who is still streaming. What do you guys want to watch? We got GTA 5, RimWorld, Subnautica, and Planet Coaster. All right, now, Jim, see you later. What do you guys want to watch? Coaster? Saber is streaming Subnautica. Pie Guy is playing Planet Coaster. I'll raid Saber. We haven't raided Saber in a good while. Taradra's playing RimWorld right now. Alright. Alright, let's go over here like this. Satisfy attempt confirmed tomorrow per Mary tweet. Okay? One Raptor will be lit during the test. Cool, cool. Pie Guy is playing Planet Coaster. Saber's playing Subnautica. We're raiding Saber right now. So, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. 12 p.m. We'll do early hours segment, and then I'll do a, yeah, we'll just kind of have a more run-of-the-mill thing. No